help. Welcome back to Reddit Social Skills. Big Smoke 7 asks for help. His question goes, I've always felt like this, but now it's getting to me. I get really scared whenever I'm around people, and saying anything just makes me hate myself even more. Whatever interactions I do have, I end up overthinking and beating myself up for. I desperately want to be social, but the only time I'm not incredibly scared and anxious is when I'm in my own room. It's gotten to the point where I don't even go out to see family because I hate people having to put up with seeing me and hearing me when they have so many better people to deal with. This is probably really edgy and I'm acting like a huge bitch over this, but honestly, if y'all could help, please. Okay. This one hits me right in the feels. Big Smoke 7. I'm sorry you're hurting, brother. You're asking for help. I commend it. That takes balls. It takes balls to ask for help. It's not easy to ask for help. You have to make yourself vulnerable. I commend you for asking for help. That's brave of you to do that. Okay? Off the bat, just start there. Now, really scared when you're around people, so you have some social anxiety, and anything you say makes you hate yourself, and then you end up overthinking and beating yourself up. So you're being really hard on yourself, and you have some self-loathing, some really low self-esteem. You hate people having to put up with seeing you say, or dealing with you. Okay, so some social anxiety, some low self-esteem, some self-hatred potentially. This is a dark place to be. Listen, my name's Alex. You don't know me probably, but I've been there. I've been where you're at. Okay? I still feel that way sometimes. But it used to be my daily existence. And now it's a rare occurrence. So I've improved. And you can improve as well. There's nothing special about me. Trust me, I relate down to the word with your post. So the social anxiety thing is one thing. I have a bunch of social anxiety videos on my channel. I have 2 whole playlists about them, so check those out. Okay, I won't go into all the usual stuff I say, but there's some basic things you can do. Diet, meditation, your exercise, your sleep, sunlight, interacting with people. There's a bunch of things. Those are some basics. Look at my other videos to see more. The reasons why those things can help you, okay? Getting water, a lot of water. Basics, all right? I won't cover those things here again. But for social anxiety, you've got to be doing those basic things, okay? And you've got to also be working slowly, steadily, closer towards being comfortable with whatever it is that makes you anxious socially. So that just means taking slow, tiny baby steps closer and closer to becoming more comfortable. So challenging yourself in these tiny little ways, more and more every day, and just congratulating yourself with every small win. And I want to spend more time on the mindset. I have a few more minutes here, so I want to spend more time on your mindset and the self-loathing. I feel that's not something I've talked too much about, the social anxiety thing. I don't want to repeat myself. You can see the other videos. I suggest it could help. But you're not just socially anxious and scared to interact and most comfortable in your room alone, which I completely relate to and understand, but you are also beating yourself up over that. My heart sinks for you because it's such a brutal downward spiral to get into. I empathize with you, but I want to help. Okay, this is possible to get out of. All right, right now, you feel you're locked into this pattern, and you feel like there might be no way out. because you're locked into the pattern. You just have to slowly start changing the pattern day by day. Again, challenging yourself in the ways that scare you. Just little baby steps. Lower the bar. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. It doesn't have to be overnight change. It just has to be daily progress. Okay, and with every day that you progress, you will feel better and better about yourself. It's not like you have to wait to be perfect until you'll be happier with who you are. You'll start to be happier with the first day that you start to improve, okay? And every day it gets a little bit better. Of course, you'll still have problems and issues, and these things will come up again in the future and come back around. Like I said, I still deal with these types of feelings that you expressed here in the post. Today, I'm over a decade into this stuff, but they're so rare and occasional of an occurrence that it's awesome. I mean, it's so much progress from where I used to be. So it's not about me. It's just to tell you, just to show you from and tell you from my experience that that's possible to grow out of, and that's how it felt for me. Okay, so look, you need to figure out a way to be easier on yourself. You got to figure out a way to not be so hard on yourself and pile on extra damage and extra insecurities and extra self-loathing on top of the already existing problems, okay? Because I'm sure you're aware, I used to feel the same way. My brain was out of control. It would just get away from me, and it would search for the most negative thing, and I would just watch it happen, and it would still affect me. So your brain is fucking with you. Your brain is looking for the negatives right now, and you need to start to slowly train it to do something different and start to look for the funny or the positive. Okay, so if you can find any sort of sick sense of funny or humor in your situation, that's what I started to do. That can be really helpful, because I remember talking about this before in a previous Reddit video. But when you have that voice that comes in and judges and piles on negatively, that's again a downward spiral. Where I remember the previous video where I talked about this, someone was talking about how they feel awkward physically, and they would get up and trip sometimes, and then people would laugh, and then they would start hating on themselves for being so awkward. And then it said, because you then start hating on yourself for being so awkward, then you realize you're thinking that, and then you start hating on yourself for that, and it's like you just keep going a level more negative about how much you hate what's in your head. It's just like there's no escape. So you have to at least try to find the funny or the positive in there. And for me, I found this sick sense of humor where I would just laugh at my brain when it started to react like that. I would just be like, oh, there's my old stupid brain, fucked up brain, just messing with me again. There it goes. No big deal. Just go ahead, brain. Sort of like that. That was sort of the attitude I tried to start taking. In your case, look, another thing that can help with your self-esteem is to get clear about your values and start living up to those values. That can be as simple as taking out a notepad and a pen or pencil and just writing out who are the people who you respect and admire, celebrities or people you know, and then write down the qualities that you respect and admire about them, and then also who are the people that you disrespect or don't like, and write down the qualities you don't like about them. And now you have a list of qualities that you want to have and qualities that you don't want to be like things you want to be more like and things you don't want to be more like. That's your value system, sort of. It's a rudimentary version anyway. It could be as simple as that. It could take you 30 minutes and you could have a basic idea of who you want to be just by looking at the traits that you respect and admire in other people or disrespect or don't like about other people. Because those are the things you don't want to do, and these are the things you want to do. That's simple. That's a map. Now you know what you want to start, like who you want to be, sort of. And now you start moving slowly towards that. If you create a roadmap, you create a plan, you start moving towards that person, your self-esteem will improve a lot. So that's another thing that you can do as well. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and I would appreciate your feedback. If you got something from this, positive or negative feedback, I just appreciate feedback. I want to get better, and your feedback helps me to do that. So leave me a comment, please, in the box below. And if you got something from the video, I suggest you subscribe and hit the bell. Hit all notifications, because I'm only dropping gold here. And these things, if you feel like this helps you, these are the kinds of things that can change your life, and they've certainly changed mine. All right, that's it for me today. I appreciate you for spending your time here, and I'll speak to you again soon.